Welcome back to Within the Ropes, ladies and gentlemen. It is me again, your host, Brian Tronick. That's right. 1-2 punch. I'm back with another one. I reviewed SmackDown, and now I'm back with the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view predictions and kind of like a pre-warm-up type deal. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's probably not going to be a long one. I'm just going to go over the matches, go over my predictions, talk about little things here and there, and then we're fucking out of here. There's 6 matches announced now. There was only 5, but with Roman and Rey Mysterio already getting their Hell in a Cell match out the way on SmackDown, they added Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, and I believe Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. So, yeah, originally it was 5, but they took one off and then added 2. There's 3 title matches, 2 Hell in a Cells. Let's not waste any time. Let's get started. Speaking of Cesaro versus Seth Rollins, this one is not inside Hell in a Cell. I kind of think that it could have helped, being as though, Cesaro, was very aggressive. Cesaro coming out looking to prove that he should be in the main event title picture, but he knows he's got Seth Rollins in his way. So I'm going to go ahead and predict Cesaro to win this one. I know Seth Rollins is my guy. I know I don't know. I've probably said in the past few days that Seth Rollins was probably going to beat Cesaro, but when I really think about it, and I think about who needs it more, I think Cesaro's the guy, and I think Cesaro's going to win this match on Sunday. Maybe him getting a victory over Seth Rollins will automatically put him back in that title picture. I'm not sure. Hopefully, or at least even an Intercontinental Championship match. I think Cesaro would at least deserve that with the victory over Seth Rollins, and vice versa. If Seth Rollins can beat Cesaro, hey, I'm all for him getting an Intercontinental title shot, or even him shooting straight up to Roman for the Universal Championship, but we'll see. This next match was announced on SmackDown, and I'm also surprised that this one isn't in a Hell in a Cell. There was rumors or, things being talked about with Roman and Rey Mysterio being pulled off the card, that maybe KO and Sami would be in Hell in a Cell, but that's not the case. So with this match, we kind of saw it already, obviously, at WrestleMania. I was hoping to maybe get them as a tag team, maybe them go after the tag team titles, maybe feud with the Street Profits. But it doesn't look like that's happening, obviously. I don't know where this goes. I honestly don't think that this match needs to happen. I'm kind of over Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. I'm over Sami Zayn being the heel. I don't know. It's just not working. I honestly think that the two of these guys could and should get together and be a tag team. Like, for real, not no setup to have KO turn on Sami or Sami turn on KO. I just think that they would benefit and work better as a team right now, because KO obviously isn't going to be winning any championships anytime soon, or any big championships. He obviously ain't going to win the Intercontinental title either. Neither is Sami Zayn. I mean, they both lost to Apollo Crews. And I think that spot should be for Big E. I'll get into Big E and the fact that he's not on this card here in just a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and predict Sami Zayn, because Kevin Owens took the win at WrestleMania. So I'm going to go Sami Zayn. I'm going to go Sami Zayn, and maybe somebody interferes, someone gets involved here. I'm not sure. It would be cool. I don't know. I mean, someone got involved in the last match. I mean, not really. Logan Paul didn't really get involved, but in the end, he was in the, post-match shenanigans. So I don't know, man. I just want something exciting. This match just seems boring to me. Another match that seems boring to me is Alexa Bliss versus Shayna Baszler. I know all of you love this build and just absolutely can't wait for this match, right? No, I didn't think so. Alexa Bliss, Shayna Baszler. Boring, 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 boring. The build to this, boring. And honestly, it's a bit extremely underwhelming to see Shayna in this position. You would think that they would make her look as strong as she is, not even just as strong as possible. Or she's come on, she's a fighter, legit, like for real. So you would think that Alexa Bliss's shenanigans and spooky, scary bullshit wouldn't scare someone like Shayna Baszler, but apparently, pyro. Just put some pyro in front of Shayna Baszler and that'll do the trick, right? Again, I'm not sure who's going to win this match. I'm not too worried about it. I don't really care too much about it. I'm going to go ahead and say Alexa Bliss, and I'm going to say that it's possibly going to be because of Reginald, maybe, could get involved and maybe cost Shayna the match. I don't know. I just don't see Shayna Baszler winning this. I don't see Vince and Bruce or whoever's in charge writing Alexa off right now. Unless she's anything like The Fiend, then yeah, Alexa's probably going to lose this match. But I don't know. We'll see. The SmackDown Women's Championship match, as we found out on SmackDown, is going to now be held inside Hell in a Cell. Bianca Belair for the first time inside Hell in a Cell, defending the SmackDown Women's Championship against Bayley, a Hell in a Cell veteran at this point. And I think this is good for Belair. I think we get to see, what she got up her sleeve, what she's made of. We already know what Bayley can do inside the cell. So I think this is a good spot for Belair. I noted and I made mention on Bianca's promo skills on the SmackDown review show that I did. Make sure you guys check that out. But Bianca, she hasn't really made me feel excited for her or even for this match. Bayley, I felt like, has done all the work. And you could say, oh, well, it's the writers, or they're not, they're scripting Bianca. They're writing dumb shit for her to say. But as I said on the SmackDown review show, I feel like, if Bianca has a script in her hand, she should be pro enough or good enough to be able to say, you know what? All right, I'm going to take this and I'm going to make it my own and I'm going to make it good. And I don't think she's delivered on that. I know people are going to hate me for saying that, but that's just my personal opinion. I have a right to it, just like everybody else has a right to their opinion. But I do think that she is absolutely great in the ring. She has what it takes, and I'm just waiting for the whole package, man. That's all. I'm waiting for the entire package. I'm waiting for her to really get on that mic and show me something, because it's not just the in-ring work, unfortunately. And I know a lot of you out there wish that it was and hope. A lot of times. We'll get to that in a different episode. I actually want to sit down and talk about promos and in-ring work and the expectation of some people. I feel like the direction of wrestling nowadays, it's like, all right, well, a lot of the favorites don't have any characters. Like, a lot of wrestlers nowadays don't have characters, at least the favorites, right? Like, people who are the most popular amongst the fans. They don't really have characters. They're just people that know how to wrestle, And I feel like that's why a lot of times when it comes to WWE, they don't really work out. Now, again, I know that's not it. I'm not trying to say that, creative is not to blame, or Vince and Bruce or whoever, everybody wants to blame. I'm not saying that has nothing to do with it. But what I am saying is, I listen to the John Cenas. I listen to the the Rocks and whoever you want to listen to, and whoever speaks on the fact that, when you're given a job, when you work somewhere and someone tells you, okay, here, I'm giving you this, get this done. This is how it needs to be done. I need you to do it. And then you go out there and you just don't deliver because you don't like it or because you don't understand it or whatever. I kind of feel like that's a knock on you as just a person or a professional. I don't know. I mean, that's just me. But I'll dive more deep into that another time. We can talk about that. because I know that's going to be a spicy one. So I got a lot to say in regards to that. But my prediction for the SmackDown Women's Championship match is Bianca Belair. I don't think it's her time to lose the championship. I think it's too soon. Even though Bayley, I feel like I would enjoy Bayley being SmackDown Women's Champion. I know that Bayley's in this spot to elevate Bianca and to put Bianca over, rightfully so. So I'm going with Bianca. The next match, this isn't even, I don't even have to, this is going to be a quick one. Raw Women's Championship match, Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. You guys already know my answer. From the Queen City. I'm going to have to cue my own Charlotte Flair theme music when I talk about Charlotte every single time. I think that's what I'm going to do. Charlotte Flair, that's who's going to win this match. That's who she's the better woman. She's the queen. She's 14-time champ for a reason. Rhea Ripley's boring. I think she's another victim of shitty promos and or not being able to connect or deliver the shitty promos that she's given. She seems very uncomfortable when she's talking, and Charlotte just delivers every single time. I don't know why people don't like her or why people don't understand that this woman, she carries every single time. Every time. She delivers 100%. Charlotte Flair is going to regain the Raw Women's Championship this Sunday. I guarantee you. If she doesn't, hey, then I was wrong. But I doubt it because I'm never wrong about the Queen City. Okay? Put the title on the Queen ASAP. Sorry, Rhea. The main event for the night, at least I'm assuming, unless they're going to put Belair and Bayley last, is for the WWE Championship inside Hell in a Cell when Bobby Lashley defends against Drew McIntyre. Look, man, I know a lot of you guys out there don't really like Drew McIntyre anymore. You're getting tired of all these chances that he's getting at the title. But, I mean, hey, get it out the way now. Might as well. I mean, you wouldn't want Bobby Lashley taking down everybody all at once, right? I mean, honestly, put it in that perspective. Like, do you really want him running everybody on the Raw roster down? There really isn't anybody else he could be going up against right now. That's believable. In my opinion, of course. In my opinion. You may feel different, but in my opinion, I don't think there's anybody else he could be mixing it up with right now. I mean, I know that there's other people, but is there anybody else believable? Drew McIntyre had his number. I think Drew McIntyre, he just got caught up in the moment at WrestleMania, and he came up short. WrestleMania Backlash, he came up short. All right, look, I'm not going. All right, fuck it. Drew McIntyre really doesn't deserve this championship match, but at the end of the day, who else would you put here? Who else would you put here? Hell in a Cell match. Who else? You know, I honestly think that Drew McIntyre is going to lose this match. Rightfully so, because I think Bobby Lashley's got a lot more in the tank. I think he's got a lot more of a championship reign to be champ. And Drew McIntyre's just, his reign as champion, it wasn't as bad as everybody says it is, but it wasn't as great either. It started off hot, or at least the road to it started off hot, and then the pandemic hit, and then, he had to perform in front of no fans, and I don't think he's very good at that either. Listen, this is my honest opinion. I think WWE TV, and I know. I think WWE TV is going to get better once fans come back. That's just my honest opinion. Why? Not because of the fans necessarily, but because I think that everybody's going to be amped up. It's a different feeling. I promise you it is. I'm not a wrestler at all, but I just know as a viewer when I watch it, it feels different when there's fans. It does. You can't sit here and tell me that when you're watching a takeover or when you're watching a pay-per-view, when there's fans there, it's a different element. It's a different feeling. So I think that July 16th can't come soon enough. I think it's going to be an exciting time for WWE. I think SummerSlam is going to be successful as I'm sure they want it to be. And all the future pay-per-views after that with fans in attendance. So at least I hope, man, because it gets kind of boring. The piped in crowd noise is whack. The Thunderdome, the fans all on the screens, that's whack. It's played out now, and I'm over it. And I think that a lot of these guys and girls could use some of that energy from the fans and really show Bruce and Vince and their creative team and everybody who's really over and who's not. Look, man, I'm begging fans. I'm begging you guys, any wrestling show you go to, please cheer for who you want to cheer for and boo for who you don't want to cheer for. Because that's the only way that we're really going to smooth this out. I mean, because while you may think someone's over, there's a bunch of other fans who don't feel the same way, right? I mean, it's like that all the time, but I think it's really like that now, especially with WWE, because they've done such a horrible job with the vast majority of their roster to, really differentiate like who's the good guy, who's the bad guy, or not even just that. Like I said, most of these people don't even have characters. Like, it would be nice to see, a lot of these different people be, like Ricochet. What is he? Who's his character? Again, like I said, man, I'll do another episode. We'll get more into it. But who is Ricochet? Vince don't like people unless they got a damn character, and it's unfortunate, right? But who's to say that Ricochet or these different people don't want a character? Maybe they do. I don't know. I'm talking on my ass right now. Anyways, I'm not gonna hold y'all. That was the rundown. That was the predictions. I think that. What is this? Is this the last? I think this might be the last pay-per-view in the Thunderdome, right? Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. It probably is. So hopefully it's I know, and with Charlotte Flair's on the card, I know it's going to be a good one. But I hope that everybody else can deliver. I hope that, Bliss and Baszler can do something, make something out of whatever they've been given because it's been trash. KO and Sami, I hope they do something dope and hopefully put this to rest. Cesaro and Rollins, I hope that's a banger. I know it's going to be. Seth Rollins is the man. Belair and Bayley. Belair, it's time. Elevate yourself. Let's go. And then Lashley and McIntyre, dominate. That's all I can say about that one. So anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for listening and allowing me to bless your ears with just greatness, talking about Charlotte Flair and my fucking biased WWE opinions and whatnot. I don't know. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not biased. I just be talking. Look, I got a lot of shit that I want to talk about too when it comes to all these other, Impact. Yeah, you gonna get it too. AEW, you for sure gonna get it. The good and the bad from everybody. I promise you. I'm gonna be back. I'll have a new episode right after, not right after, but I'm going to record, but drop the same day, a Hell in a Cell review on Sunday. Make sure you guys follow me on social media at Within the Ropes. That's on Twitter. That's on Instagram. SoundCloud.com/Within the Ropes. I know that if you guys are here listening to this already, you are already here. I'll be on iTunes and Spotify and all the other podcast places soon. Like I said, we just starting this. We just getting it up. We finna punch everybody in the mouth and we finna make our mark and we finna let everybody know that Charlotte Flair, the Queen City, and Brian Tronick are here to stay. I'm going to bless y'all ears with some Charlotte theme music. I appreciate y'all. I'm out.